Welcome to Emmyspeaks, where inspiration meets entertainment. We are here to share stories of hope, resilience, and unwavering pursuit of purpose. Are you ready? Subscribe to this channel and join us on this journey of transformation. Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Emmyspeaks and I am Emmy. To all my returning viewers, thank you so much for always stopping by my channel, leaving a like and a comment. I feel your love and I am grateful. If you're stopping by my channel for your very first time, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so every week when I post a new content, you will be notified. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment to let me know your thoughts. Okay, on today's edition, we're going to be talking about a quote that I'm guessing we are all familiar with. Well, I'm just guessing because I've been hearing this quote a lot. It's a famous saying. I've been hearing it as a child, as a teenager, in my 20s, and even now that I'm in my 30s, I'm still hearing this quote. So here it goes. Whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. We say it in several different ways. Some people say if it doesn't kill you, it makes you strong. And yeah, just like that, we use it interchangeably, but then it's the same thing. Anything that doesn't kill you only makes you strong. And I've been hearing this quote quite a lot. For some reason, it's been encouraging and motivating me for a while, for so long. The whole point of this quote is to say that if you're going through a tough time in life and you push through and successfully go through that period, then you come out to be more resilient. You come out to be more strong, more powerful, and you have so much more willpower, which is true, right? If you conquer a situation, then you're stronger because you know better how not to do that thing. I mean, if you're doing something the same way over and over and getting negative results, then that does not just make sense, right? But if you do it this time around, it doesn't kill you, yet you're going to learn from it, right? And you're going to learn another way to do it or another way to not do it. So you can try so many other ways that are available. And trust me, this quote has gotten me through some very tough seasons of life. Now, when you think about it, right, it says, whatever doesn't kill you only makes you strong. And we're not talking about literally killing you, like you dying physically. Well, some bad situation lead to physical death, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about things around you dying. You losing things, you probably never getting some things that you hoped for. Yes, that's what we're talking about here. And if we're looking at this quote technically, we realize that the flip side to it is saying that if that thing finally kills you, then it's the end. Because if we say on the one side, anything that doesn't kill you makes you strong. As long as you're enduring the situation, as long as you're finding the strength to travail, you will emerge being stronger, being more resilient, with stronger willpower and all of that. Recently, the way I welcome this quote kind of changed because I realized that the flip side to this quote isn't necessarily true or doesn't necessarily apply itself to certain circumstances. Let me explain. So, about 2 years back, I was facing a very difficult time in my life, and it felt like the challenges were back to back. The minute it feels like I'm getting a grip over one, the next one is coming up. I'm talking about severe life-threatening challenges happening back to back. It was just like a whole year, almost. I think that period was for like 2 years, 2021, 2022. I always tell people that if I didn't die in 2021, if I did not die in 2022, I don't think I'll be dying anytime soon because honestly, that was the time I thought I was going to die. Well, it was bad. 2021, 2022, I was a shadow of myself. My relationships died. My dreams died. Everything just died. But guess what? It was not the end for me. What am I saying? Well, I'm a church girl and I'm a traditional one at that. So during seasons like this, I love to go back to the Bible and just reconnect with certain scriptures of the Bible that are pertaining to the seasons. Like this is Easter week, and all week long, I think starting from last week, I've been reading about Jesus's walk on earth, his sufferings, his death, his resurrection. During Christmas season, I'll be reading about the birth of Jesus. And before you start judging me, I've been a church girl almost all my life. I was born into a Christian home. So of course, I've read the stories a good number of times, but as traditional as I am, somehow I always just like to go back to the scriptures during seasons like this to just help me relate with God better. It's a way of just building my faith and reconnecting to God. So fast forward, this is Easter week. Of course, I've been relating with Jesus. I've just been reading his story from the age of 30 where he was baptized and he began his ministry, and the miracle signs and wonders, they are amazing. And also the suffering. There's a way the suffering always gets me. Every time I read it, I've read it quite a good number of times, but every time it hits me different. And this time around, it just hit me different. Like everything he went through, the pain, the shame, the betrayal. I've been betrayed quite a good number of times. I'm sure we all have been, but I'm looking at Jesus's betrayal, like the open betrayal. I'm like, oh my God, will I be able to withstand it? And that's not what gets me about reading his suffering during this period. What gets me is the fact that his sufferings killed him. He suffered all of that. He went through so much pain. It was so painful that on the cross he even told God, he said, Father, take this cross away from me. Like, is that bad? And he died at the end of it. Okay, now the quote says, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you strong. Flip side, if it kills you, then you're weak. Jesus' suffering killed him. It led to his death. He went through all of it. He was beaten. He was bruised. Pain was afflicted upon his body. Unimaginable pain. When I read the Bible describe the kind of pain that Jesus was in, I'm shivering. And then he died. He died, yes, but he came back stronger, with more power, with more authority. And everything was more beautiful when he rose again. And then I'm like, could this just mean for us today that it's okay for certain things to die? That the death of a thing doesn't necessarily signify the end of a thing. Sometimes we may feel discouraged and we may give up because it feels like we have been defeated to a point of death. But Jesus is the living testimony that it may kill me and make me stronger at the same time. It may break my heart while I'm going through it and make me stronger at the same time. It may kill this version of me right now while producing the version that I need to be, and that is making me stronger. Just because it looks like it is killing me doesn't necessarily mean that I am weaker. It could just be that these things need to die. Some of these relationships and jobs and dreams and goals and things that we are chasing so desperately that it is draining the life out of us, it may just mean that those things need to die so the real purposeful version of us can come out to the surface. Right now, it feels like you're witnessing the death of your dreams. It feels like you're witnessing the death of your stability. It feels like you're witnessing the death of everything you ever hoped for your life to be at this point in time. But does that mean you are powerless? No. There is a stronger version that is waiting to emerge from the inside. If you could just allow some of these things die, then you would see the strength that will burst from within you. The whole reason why Jesus came before us was to let us see that it can kill you and make you stronger at the same time. Sometimes you got to feel the death before you feel the strength. Sometimes it's okay to have moments in life where it feels like I am both being killed, but it's not the end. I don't know whatever may be the challenge that you're dealing with at this point in time. You may be feeling so overpowered. You may be feeling so defeated, but it doesn't have to be the end. You can still rise up and continue to thrive. I encourage you to find strength, to rise up and try again. Yes, growing up, I have been taught to believe, my mind has been trained to believe that if it doesn't kill me, it will make me strong. And as a result, when I see things dying right before my eyes, I begin to feel powerless and I give up and I become hopeless. But over time, I have learned through the life and example of Jesus that it can kill you and still make you strong. So guess what? Right now, I'm not afraid when things are dying. I'm not afraid to let go. I'm not afraid because I know for a fact that something better is going to come alive. What is that thing that you're going through that seems to be challenging you? Have you watched your dreams die before your eyes? Have you watched family die? Have you watched relationship and other things, your hopes, your passion, die right before your eyes? I'm here to tell you today that it doesn't mean it is the end. You can still rise up and have a beautiful dream. You can still rise up and make good of your life. I hope that this encourages you to view life from another perspective. Please leave a comment to let me know your thoughts. Have you heard this quote before? If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And when you heard the quote, what were your thoughts towards it? Now that you've listened to my approach, what do you think? Please drop a comment to let me know your thoughts. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe and hit the notification bell so every week when I post a new content, you will be notified. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you on the next. Until then, stay motivated, stay encouraged, and stay hopeful. And as I leave you, remember, I am Emmy, and when Emmy speaks, she speaks to the world. Are you listening? Bye.